What's up, Amazon sellers? Are you planning to smash your business in September 2021? Well, if you are, then listen to what I have in store for my business, and hopefully I can share some top tips and tricks with you that's going to help you as well in this great month just before Q4. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now, doing the online arbitrage business model for the last 4 years. And quite simply, we post videos about my Amazon journey, my Amazon selling experience, and everything that I'm learning about selling on Amazon. And recently, I just broke the £1 million mark in a 12-month period in the UK. Now, if you're interested in learning more about that, and even the content that we release and everything that I'm figuring out about Amazon, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It's just going to help you smash your Amazon business, obviously from the things that I'm learning and sharing with you. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Well, first things first, number one, I'm going to give you a recap of my plans for August. I'm then also going to talk about number two, my plans for September 2021. Then finally, number three, I want to share some top tips with you to develop about your business and obviously what I'm doing as well. So let's get started. So first things first, number one, let's talk about a recap of what my plans for August were. So I mentioned that, you say, in my August plans, I was going to be hiring a sourcing VA that was going to be focusing on wholesale. Now, an update to that is I did hire someone, should we say, to do the sourcing VA, but she is going to be doing our business as usual model, which is our Amazon arbitrage business within the UK. Now, she started sourcing this August and she is now done with her training, but obviously she's going to continue the arbitrage model rather than moving into wholesale. Now, you might be asking if I will still push through with my plan on hiring a sourcing VA, which is going to focus on the wholesale model. And to answer that question, yes, I will. And I'm still planning on doing this, although I might considering, should we say, promoting someone internally within my team to move over into the wholesale side. But, if not, what I will do is potentially hire another VA. So hopefully I can either promote or find someone that I can train to do it. Now, quite simply, if you want to kind of understand why, well, quite simply, our Amazon UK business is booming, absolutely booming. I think we're going to be on track to be doing £250,000 per month right now, and that is like 2.5, no, more than that, nearly like 3 million a year. That's crazy levels of revenue. So definitely we never forecasted that when I was doing 100,000. So in addition to that, aside from hiring another sourcing VA, I'm also going to hire, or should say, another admin assistant who will accompany my current admin assistant to lessen her tasks. Now, she's not only going to be my admin VA for my UK business, but also she's going to be responsible for documenting and training, should say, how the admin VA task is done. Why? Because in our FastTrackFBA service right now, we are also looking at implementing or introducing an admin VA academy whereby we can find, hire and train admin VAs for other people's businesses just like yours. And we've done, for the sourcing side, I think over about 200 over the last 18 months. So definitely an opportunity there and something that a lot of people are really asking for. So an update about this is that I've already hired the admin assistant and she's currently undergoing training with my team and working with my admin VAs. And based on our observations, we're now starting to see some real impact of that. And how? Well, our IPI score has now really improved because we've built some great processes. Previously, IPI was about 517, really good, still over 500. But now we've managed to shift it up to 630. Yeah! Now, this is possible because we've got another person in the Seller Central doing the daily checks, but also as well implementing our strategies, our plans for improving the IPI, things like fixed price alerts, stranded inventory, which all affects IPI score. Now, this leads me nicely to my August plans update on Amazon USA. And if you don't know, I sell USA and UK right now. Now, look, as I mentioned before, that in my August plan, I was looking to promote someone within my team to become my purchasing manager for Amazon USA, basically getting me out of the business. Now, this person is going to be responsible for cash control, company credit cards, spending thousands, if not tens of thousands a week on stock, and just responsible for growing that business and setting the direction. Now, to give you an update on this, is that this person has now been promoted into role, and they started purchasing in August, and he is already assisting my current purchasing manager and me in my UK purchasing manager, like just learning from him, but also now he's taking up the purchasing manager role in the USA. So that's been a game changer. It means I can step out of the business. I no longer am responsible for buying because, my God, I am rubbish. I just haven't got enough time. And also I'm a bit lazy. But hey, to guide him in this new position, what we are doing, or what I'm doing quite simply, is conducting meetings quite regularly with my USA purchasing manager and my UK purchasing manager to share skills and to support them. What does this look like? Well, we're looking at things like replenishments, tasking the sources and how they can improve. And it's those extra meetings which are really supporting my purchasing manager in the USA, improving his skills, improving his purchasing, improving his efficiency, and further driving improvements within my Amazon USA business. That is what I love. Now look, in addition to this, I also said that we're trying to overcome things like cancelled orders from suppliers, and it's something that we're working on. And for us, we think we've already solved part of this problem in the online arbitrage business model, whereby we counter these issues with our suppliers, specifically them being cancelled. Now, what I will say is that suppliers are really strict. We've had a lot of them cancelling our orders, and when they detect that these orders are for business purchases, they are cancelling them. So super annoying. But what we are doing is continue our strategy whereby we're buying, 10 items and then doing another 10 and trying to make it look more like a personal use rather than business use. Most of the time that is working and it is really helping us, but still sometimes we do get the odd supplier who they say, no, cancel the order. Now, moving on for an update on what I plan to do in August for both my Amazon USA and UK businesses is that I've been talking about it for some time now, maybe on my lives, maybe on different areas, and if you've been following my journey, I've been sharing this. I've basically been talking about hiring, a senior manager who will work closely with my Amazon UK and the USA businesses. And this is to help grow the business and, support me over the coming years, and also work closely with FastTrackFBA to drive improvements within our business as well. Now, what I will say is that I've been going through the hiring process, and it has taken a long time, because this is someone who is going to sit above my UK purchasing manager and my USA purchasing manager, sit above them, and then obviously you have me above that person. But you know what? All the long searching, the hours of doing that, and interviewing as well, and I mean one hell of a lot of interviews, that has quite simply, luckily, it led me to find the perfect candidate for this role. And quite simply, now this candidate is undergoing training through the VA Academy and also as well within both companies to fully understand the Amazon arbitrage business model. But I'm super happy. Why? Because we've now got a senior operations manager in the role who's going to take over my job in managing my two Amazon FBA businesses. I know, #excited. Now, other than that, I also mentioned that my team are going to bring value to the VA Academy, and that is through sharing their knowledge and expertise. And what we're trying to do is really just facilitate the sourcing VAs in one side of the business, helping out sourcing VAs in another side, like really helping out improving the value that we're doing through training, developing that experience, and sharing of skill sets. That's about improving FastTrackFBA's VA Academy and lead service through what we're learning in our two Amazon businesses. Right, okay, so I'm talking about my plans for August just done, and my God, it's been a game changer of a month. So much has happened. New senior manager, getting myself out of the USA. This is just going to be an incredible year, and oh my God, I'm looking excited for next year. The question for you guys, how has your August been in 2021? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what you did in August 2021. What successes did you have? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, this leads me nicely onto my plans for September 2021. I know, my God, exciting. So much is going to happen. Now, look, like I mentioned earlier, I hired a senior manager, and yes, that took a super long period of time, but it's about getting the right person because they're critical for this role. Now, my team is going to be relying on this senior manager to support them in case of issues within my business, obviously, because I'm in Mexico and half the time I'm asleep while they're working. So one of the reasons why I hired this person is because I want everything to be centralized. Quite simply, everything is going to report, right now he's going to report to me, but I will no longer have to deal with the day-to-day operations within my business. Yes, I've got purchasing managers, and yes, I'm running them like 2 to 4 hours a week. Oh my God, if I can extract myself even more, that is just going to help my business out. Now, I do love my team, but I've just got so many things going on, and also being on the other side of the world, Mexico, Philippines, having this role is just really gonna help me in assisting and growing the business even quicker. So much opportunity there, and I love that. And that's gonna be something that I'm really going to develop over September 2021. Super important. Now, currently my senior manager is undergoing training in the VA Academy, and then in September, he's going to really start training with my UK business and also my USA business to fully understand both those two businesses. Basically, he is going to be having a lot of meetings with me and my purchasing managers to assist him in his training development. Now, to put it simply, after going through that training, my team are going to directly report to that senior manager, and that just means maybe I don't need to deal with so much day-to-day operational issues, and we can grow the business even quicker. So super excited about that. Now, aside from my plans and having, should we say, a new senior manager, we're also starting with Q4 plans. I know, oh my God, it's Q4 already. It's like, oh my God, so much opportunity here. Now, this is going to be quite a challenge for us. Why? Because our past experience of the past has always been selling toys and games. We've done really well out of that, and I even started selling toys and games. I still remember selling Lego as my first Q4. That was just a game changer for me. But right now, there's a big issue around selling toys and games, and they are the document requests that Amazon have. Now, these are certain products that Amazon's just asking for documents for the products. And if you don't get them, then you can no longer sell those products. It's an absolute pain. Now, generally speaking, because of the nature that we do, online arbitrage, our suppliers, Walmart, Asda, Tesco, they just don't give us the documents we need to provide to Amazon, which they're asking. So it causes us a problem. Now, we need to have, should we say, or try and develop relationships with brands or even with like wholesalers to try and find these documents which are going to help sell us or allow us to keep selling those products, obviously into Q4. So moving forward, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of our other best-selling products, maybe years gone or even in the existing time, and even different categories. And then what we can do is we can do some, should we say, test purchases in the new categories, but also test purchases in the toys and games. And we're trying to find, should we say, those suppliers who are able to provide us with the documentation that we need. Generally speaking, that's going to be like wholesalers, distributors that are going to get them. So we need that because even if we're not making a profit on the wholesale and distribution side, now we can get the documentation, we can then still make the profit on the actual OA side. So something very interesting there to do. But in addition to that, we'll also look at other categories. But my God, toys and games over Q4 is going to be a game changer. So much opportunity there. Now, one thing I'll also add to that is my senior manager is going to take part in this planning process because of his responsibilities and obviously understanding that and assisting me in managing the business, i.e. communicating with suppliers and building effective relationships with them, and also as well my team and making sure that we have that good relationship. But hopefully we'll be keeping the business, should we say, smashing it in Q4, and I am super excited. Right now in my UK business, we are doing £220,000 a month. How big can it go over Q4? That's going to be crazy. I say it, can we hit 1 million in one quarter? That's a dangerous thing to say. Oh my God, but if we did, that would be incredible. So something to really think about in the Q4 madness that is coming up. Okay, so I'm just talking about my plans for September 2021. And obviously right now I'm talking about hiring, or I have hired someone as a senior manager to manage 2 Amazon businesses on my behalf. Why? So I can focus on other things. This is about outsourcing. This is about scaling. We all have 24 hours a day. I have 24 hours a day, so do you, but it's how we use those 24 hours is the most important thing that we can do. And it's the decisions we make in our business, which will say whether we'll be, say, doing 100,000 this time next year or 1 million this time next year. There's a big difference. And generally speaking, there's 2 things you need to look at. Number 1, money. That's leveraging other people's money to grow your business. And number 2, leveraging other people's time. Now, if you are thinking about leveraging other people's time and you are struggling yourself, because my God, I struggle all the time for time in my business, look no further than hiring a VA. And to do that, you should look no further than the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Now, this is a service I created whereby we find, hire, train, and support a manual sourcing VA in your business for a whole 12-week period to make sure that they get results. And what are results? We're talking about deals, we're talking about revenue, and we're talking about profitability in your business. We understand the metrics, we know how it works, and we fully support our clients in growing an Amazon business, allowing them to take the step back, free up time, and grow the revenues at the same time. I said it before and I'll say it again. Right now we're doing £220,000 a month on Amazon UK, and I pretty much do that in about 4 hours a week, which is incredible. Why? Because I've got an amazing team. Now, if you are interested in learning about growing, scaling a team, and if I give you an example, right now we have over 130 clients in the VA Academy. We've placed over 220 VAs with them. Hopefully you can do the maths. A lot of people are coming back for their second VAs as well. Quite simply, have a look down below at the link below for FastTrackFBA VA Academy. It tells you all about the service, what we offer, and if you want to book in a free 30-minute consultation call, you can have all your questions answered. You can do that on that link down below, the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Trust me, I think you're going to love it. It's going to change the game, and it's going to free up your time and allow you to grow your business at the same time. Check it out. It's a game changer. Right, this leads me nicely onto my third and final chapter, tips to help you develop your own business. Okay, so look, what can I recommend for you? First things first, number one, develop a strategy. Now look, before you begin your business, create a strategy with measurable goals and action steps that are going to help you get there. Identify the areas that you really want to see your business growth in, whether that means reaching, should we say, 1 million like me, or maybe even like outsourcing your business using a team of VAs like I've done in the USA. Something super important with clear measurables. Consider what steps you need to follow to make sure that your plan comes to fruition and you can deliver the results that you are after. That is super, super important. Number two, leverage your resources and understand what are resources. Well, quite simply, these are people, technology, and money, generally speaking. Now, make your life easier by delegating whenever possible, and I cannot stress that enough. And if you don't know right now, I have about 51, 52 VAs across all three companies, and I could not achieve what I achieved if it was not for them. So outsourcing, using other people's time, other people's money, that is just going to help you grow your business so much quicker. And that can be things like sourcing, admin work, purchasing, senior managers, etc., etc. Now, you might be asking yourself, do you need to do the sourcing all the time, or can you get a VA to do the job? Or maybe there's something like, if you have the money, you can invest that in a VA, and that's going to allow you to grow your business at the same time. Why? Because you are leveraging other people's time, and maybe you're leveraging other people's resources by getting loans, Amazon loans, for example, which is going to help you focus on developing your business. Why? Because we all only have 24 hours in a day. Leverage is super important when building a business. Now, what I will say is that the resources to do not just include people, but also technology. Technology has come a long way since, my God, in the last couple of years, and it's helped you become more efficient, especially in your Amazon business. Now, to give you an example, repricing. Now, this has become less time consuming because of repricing software available. And instead of doing all the repricing manually, you can now automate it through repricers, setting rules, changing between rules with automation. There's so much you can do. And you know what? That repricing saves me so much time. It just helps me scale my business. Now, there are many more things that you can do which are going to simplify your business and tools that are going to really help you out. And if you want to know more about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link above to a video I created called 7 Untold Sourcing Tools. Check that out. I think it's going to really help you. In fact, it's just going to help speed you up. Now, in addition to leveraging resources in terms of people and technology, you can also take advantage of money. As you might know, Amazon offered me a loan recently, £121,000 in lending, which is incredible. And that is through their Amazon lending program, where this enables sellers to accelerate their growth by providing them with liquidity through a business loan. Quite simply, they lend you money to help grow your business. Now, what I will say is that we've previously borrowed, should we say, 5 and 10,000, but we borrowed the 121, and recently just then we've also just taken another 130 from Amazon because they upped it and allowed us to refinance. But because we've been paying off money, i.e. we've been paying off 10,000 a month of the 121. What I've also done now is when I took the 130, I actually refinanced. I didn't get a 9 difference because I paid off some. I actually got about £30,000 back in my bank account to help invest me in more money into my business. Now, why did I do this? Well, quite simply, I don't need the money right now, but Q4 is coming up, and that is when I think I might need the money. And you know what I think? Have the money in the bank and possibly use it, but it's much better having it available and not needing it than it is not having it and definitely needing it. Because my God, if you can invest that money into stock, that is profitability right there. Now, the third and final thing I'll say to you is lastly, sharpen the business skills that you have. One of the things I do in order to develop the business is honing your business skills, or my business skills, in business development. Today, there are so many options for us as business leaders or business owners to develop our skills in critical areas of business and to generate success. Now, this is about leveling up your game and really supporting you. So what can you do? You can take advantage of different seminars, conferences. For me, I recently went to a Proven conference and I really enjoyed. I networked with other Amazon sellers. I also, as you probably know, I take part in Tony Robbins coaching, and I have a coach that I speak to pretty much every 10 days that supports me in my business. But also, though, I'm always looking for new ways to learn, to improve, and up my level of skill set and also my knowledge. So take advantage of that. Now, what I will say is that these things are some of the tips on developing your business. And if you want to learn about being more successful in your Amazon FBA business, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link to a video around here called Top Tips on How to Be Successful in Amazon FBA 2021. Check that out. I think you're going to love it. It's going to help scale up your business. But hey, if you've liked this video, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to know more and see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.